Wow, so I am a math prof, and I won't try for humor. I can't match Peter or Gord or. I wouldn't know a good joke if it bit me. Oh, damn mosquitoes. But in any case, during this talk, there will be 3 math lessons followed by a math test at the end, so be prepared. I have to start this talk by acknowledging my daughter, Julie Caron, who went to Tanzania in 2009. And when she came back, she said, we have to find a way to help these people. And so that started my whole journey through Tanzania since then, and it's still ongoing. You'll hear the names Timothy and Joyce Masawi, a brother and sister. They are key partners of ours in Tanzania, so watch out for their names. And you'll also hear the names Lecton Morris and Dorcas Dixon. They'll show up at the end as well, so be ready for those people. Okay, so let's talk about where Tanzania is. It's in the East Coast, about mid-size down there. So there's the map of it. And it is a country of natural beauty. There's the majestic Mount Kilimanjaro, ever present, and I hear some upcoming Rotary International president has climbed to the top of that and said, I'll never do that again. There's all the things you would expect in places like the Serengeti, the Ngorongoro Crater, and Manyara National Parks. There's Tembo the elephant. There's Pundamilia, the zebra. There's Simba, the lion. And the Korongo storks take flight very near the Great Rift Valley. There's also a very rich Maasai culture centered on nomadic herding. But Tanzania, is a society that's been made vulnerable. This looks like a beautiful body of water reflecting the clouds. Those are chemical blooms in the water. These are the dilapidated schools that we see so often in African villages, and the decrepit washrooms, overcrowded classrooms. How can we make a difference? So this is the first math lesson. The Rotary Foundation plus the Rotarians and clubs in District 6400 equal education. Here you see Nima. She became a single mother and was kicked out of school because she was pregnant. We got her back into school, and thanks to Nick and Jennifer, we had sponsors for her education, and she became a nurse. Beside her is Alex, the son of Timothy Masawi. Timothy brought him to the hospital. He was quite ill. Nima saw him and knew that he was the guy that helped get the money that paid for her education. And she said, don't worry, Mr. Masawi, you educated me. I will take care of your son. This is it's really nice when you see the impacts in your own lifetime. This is our team from a couple of years ago. You see Noel and Debbie in the bottom left-hand corner. They're talking to Dennis and Diane, twins they adopted a couple of years ago, before this picture was taken, who had to be taken off the street and cleaned up in order to be presented, and they had gorged themselves on the food we had over lunch before our departure because they hadn't had food, and were unable to use the washrooms because they'd never seen an indoor washroom before. Dennis and Noel educated them, and they're in school and doing very well. And one of them even made it to become the proctor of their school, or the kind of lead student. So it's been fantastic success. In the middle, you see Angela. Angela saying from zero to hero in English. And a year before this, she couldn't speak English. Noel was so enraptured by her, he said, get her into the best place you can for school. And right now, the Jacksons support her in medical school. This is Lecton Morris. Up to high school, he was hiding underneath the desks because he couldn't pay the school fees, but he was adamant that he was going to learn. He wrote the national examination, did so well, he got big scholarships to high school. There's my daughter Julie with him at his high school graduation. And 2 days ago on WhatsApp, I got a photograph of his license. He is now a licensed practicing physician in Tanzania. This is that dilapidated school repaired by my friend Clinton's. He got a COG award last night in his Tanzania projects. And he repaired the washrooms for the kids at school and for the teachers. Singita School caught fire. This is the dorm. Absolutely destroyed. Rotarians opened their hearts and wallets and immediately sent mattresses and beds and other supplies so that the kids could get back to school as quickly as possible. Windsor 1918, for a legacy project in the centennial year, built a learning center. The idea is to have a place where kids could do homework after school in the dark. Well, not in the dark, because there's going to be electricity there, solar-powered electricity. We also use this learning center to run vocational training teams. I see all the report cards of the 70-plus kids that we sponsor, and math is not their best subject, unlike me. And so we sent a vocational training team on math education to help their teachers learn different ways of teaching mathematics. And there they are at that learning center. Here, oh, I'm running out. Oh my God. Okay, so here we see the penny joy of kids. Look on their faces with Days for Girls kits that they made. And Rotary plus the Rotary Foundation gives health. Rotarians purchased wheelchairs for these two kids so that they could go to school. And we've supported their efforts to learn about masks and hand sanitization at the start of COVID. Poor Joshua couldn't walk because of his disease on his feet. We paid to get him to the hospital. He's now a happy, healthy boy. Rotary, the foundation, and 6,400 equals clean water. We built that village with that water stream. We built them a new water tank that was what they wanted, and it led to happy, healthy children. Not to mention a community that started to blossom, became a trade center, economic development. And here's us. We go back every 2 years. My daughter is there in Timothy getting the gift of chicken. We are now planning a vocational training team. We have midwives here and doctors in Windsor. And we have a matching team in Tanzania. And look at Lecton and Dorcas in the top corner. I said, remember those names. Both those people we educated through our sponsorship program, and they were key to developing this vocational training team global grant that we're going to apply for very soon. We're already working on it. We have a Tanzanian partnered with a Canadian. They're already on WhatsApp practicing the sessions together, and they will go in teams to skilled or traditional birth attendants in the villages to help reduce child mortality. And so everything takes place at the learning center. So here's the math test. This is at the end. The Rotary Foundation plus Rotary District 6,400 Rotarians and clubs equal global grants, district community grants, world community service grants, and Rotarians with heart. Thank you very much.